Welcome back to OS Racing. Today we're in Daytona in Milton Keynes for InKart round 2. Ollie qualified on pole for the B final, just 1/10 off the A final though, so close.
I got a good start there. I kept first position, and I'm looking back just to see if anyone got close, but I don't think they did.
So that was a really close start there. How do you get ready for a start?
I don't really know.
You don't know. You keep an eye on the red lights and wait to go.
Yeah.
Do you have to sit on the brake or the throttle or?
Oh yeah, because where you are, it's a hill down, so you have to keep on the brake the whole time, and you've got to be good at switching from brake to accelerator really quickly.
Yeah, so really strong reaction times do you need there to get off the line perfectly on time.
Yep.
So quick reminder, if you like this channel, if you like watching racing, please do subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon. It'll remind you and tell you when we've uploaded the next videos. We're going to be doing Daytona InKart round videos and also Club 100 races coming up as well. So they'll be going up here. You can see Ollie racing, the good, the bad and the ugly. It'll all get uploaded. Actually, we should talk about today is a big day for OS Racing YouTube channel, because actually we hit a target of 20 subscribers. 20 subscribers, 20 people might watch this video. What do you think to that, Ollie? Are you happy?
Kind of. I would have wanted more, but...
Okay, well, let's aim for a target. 25 is our next target, right? 25 subscribers. We're aiming big. Just lost first position there. This is Jacob Spreggy ahead of us. He's a really good driver, and he was all over the back of you for a while there. But he got you going up the main straight into turn
9 and 10.
Turn 9 and 10. So I'm going to mention, usually on OS Racing we record the whole race and then we cut through and we just pick out some highlights. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say too much, but we're going to play the full race today. If you can manage 20 minutes of listening to me and Ollie chat away and watch some racing, we massively appreciate it. I think it's worth it personally. You could be the judge of that. this next lap, Ol, why don't you just talk us through the lap? Tell us what you're doing, about the turns, where you need to go.
So on that last turn, I was actually faster than him, because if you looked, I bumped him across. So yep, going through turn 3, that's flat out. Brake or lift for 4. Go flat out or left for 5. Down the main straight, duck in. Now brake for that one, and then you go flat out. Or lift, brake or left. Go through turn 9, it's complete flat out. Go through turn 10, you've got to brake and turn in sharp. This is flat out or left. I was gaining time on him through there. I could tell because I was bumping him out of it.
Nice, that's a lap. That's Daytona, the national circuit, this is. So it's not the full international circuit for cadets and juniors, but it's still 900 metres, I think, on the national circuit. It's a good size.
I think it's 990, but...
We'll have to go get a tape measure out. You can see here, just at that turn, the international circuit goes right there where you go left, and you kind of take a bit of a shortcut, really.
Ducking down through straight.
So talk a bit about qualifying. Both Jacob and Ollie actually were outstanding, but just didn't quite. The times were so close, so close. There was literally 1/10 between you and another racer, Richard, I think his name is, and you were 1/10 apart, and that was the difference between qualifying for an A final or a B final. And I think, you know, it was clear throughout the racing with you and Jacob that you could have easily been in the and competitive in the A final today. But it just shows you how important qualifying really is, and that the format. Do you want to tell them a bit about the format of qualifying, how it works? Do you know?
So it depends how many people are in the day, because if there's less people, it's a B qualifying, which doesn't matter, and a A qualifying doesn't matter. You just put into different groups, and then you do qualifying, and then you get put into your position on the race. Fairly simple. But if there's more people, you do a C qualifying, a B qualifying, and an A qualifying.
Yeah, and in this race, for the first time this season, they actually had to do that, right? There were 3 qualifying sessions, and there was an A, B, and a C final this time round. Last season, in the winter, there were probably not so many people. It's much colder and wetter. But in 2021, they regularly had an A, B, and a C final.
I was right on the back of him going through turn 2, but I think he just got away a bit faster. I've just noticed that I'm catching him through like all the corners. Well, not just noticed, I've been looking at it and then I've noticed. But yeah, I've been catching him through the corners. And also I got fastest lap of the day.
Oh yeah, that's a big, we didn't talk about that yet. So, fastest lap. Was that the fastest lap in the B final, or
Fastest lap of the day, so
across the A, B, and C final? So yeah, okay, excellent.
so I maybe would have beat the first in A, but it was really close because I got a, what was it? Was it a 60.4?
No.
Oh no, 59.
59.3. 59.3. And Jacob has a brother, Charlie, who is also an excellent racer. Both of them are out of this world, but he got a 59.5, 210, so you beat him 2/10 on the fastest lap. That lap will be coming up towards the end of this race, or something. I can't remember which lap it was now. We'll see in a minute. Keep an eye out. If you look on the top left-hand side, we have a lap counter now. It's not 100% accurate because it uses GPS data. It's not using any official transponder or lap timing equipment, so do bear that in mind. But yeah, the green lap that gets highlighted is the fastest, and then obviously if you go faster, then it will the lap will change and it will highlight that one in green. So you're definitely right. Going into the corners, you're often catching him, but then he just manages to get a little bit more speed. Maybe he's getting on the throttle slightly earlier coming out of the corner, which just gives him that little bit of extra coming out of the corner that he pulls the gap. We've got about 2 karts. 2 to 3 cart. It's hard to tell with the GoPro footage because you get a slightly unrealistic perception of distance, but although you've just closed that up by about 2 kart lengths. Coming through turn 11, you were much quicker than Jacob there. And we're right on him again. Oh, you're chasing him down. You've definitely got... Ooh, that was a much better through turn 4. Right on his bumper, right on his bumper. Go through turns 5. No, not quite, but look, he took about 3 kart lengths out of him in 1 lap. Although now, this is the section where Jacob just seems a little bit quicker than you are through here. He's probably just getting it out of that turn 8. Just a smidge quicker, which gives him that advantage down that long back straight. So still in second position. Ollie is still chasing down Jacob Sreggy in kart 79. Literally, we've held this gap, or kept sort of gap increases slightly, gap closes a bit every single lap so far. Another great turn 4 to get on his bumper again. We're going for a move on the inside. We're going. You're doing it. Wheel to wheel. Coming out of turn 5 into turns 6, 7, and 8, and you're through. Back in first. Tucking down. Jacob's coming back. He's got that advantage again down that back straight. Oh, back in second. That was an epic little bit of racing there. Great. How did you get him there through turn 5?
I think he may have done something wrong, or I did something really good. Or it could have been he done something wrong and I did something really good.
Let's go with that. It was probably both. I think you just managed to kind of keep it that little bit tighter. He took a slightly wider line, and getting that tighter line and just getting beside him, that put you in the right position then when you got down to turns 6, 7, and 8. Because you put him on the outside for 6, and although that meant he had the inside for turn 7, he it's a really tight turn there. You've got to get out wide before you go in. So I think you basically took away his optimised line, but then you racing and you know, his advantage down that back straight, which he seemed to have pretty much through the whole race, really.
Bumper.
You're right on his, but actually you've kind of taken his advantage away. He's sort of carrying a bit more speed out of 7 now. Sorry, turn 8, I guess.
Catched him back up on turn 4.
Then you just push in there a little bit through 5, like you missed the apex there, but I think that's your desire, your urgency to try and get on the back of him. You're just pushing those braking limits or the, you know, lifting limits or whatever, just that little bit there, trying to carry that extra speed. For anyone that hasn't karted before or hasn't karted competitively in a race, how difficult is it to be in first position?
Depends who you're racing against. If it's like Jacob if Jacob was behind me, then it would be pressure because he's really good. But if it was like you were almost lapping them, then it's not that much pressure.
Second place, like how are you feeling right now? What's going through your mind?
I'm really trying to get past him. I'm also seeing that the cloud's getting darker. Actually no, the clouds are getting darker on a different side. But yeah, so I thought it was going to rain, but I'm pretty good in the rain. If you've seen a rain race, then I'm pretty good at it. ducking down. I think once I was ducking down through turn 1. Oh, I didn't mention turn 1 on the lap. Turn 1 is flat out. You don't have to turn much. It's really easy. In wet, it's hard though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's where everyone spins in the wet, but in the dry, fairly simple turn.
In start of wet races, oh my god, there is absolute carnage through turn 1 and 2 and 3, because everyone's just trying to get in front. And I once had a really big crash, caused a red flag for about 5 minutes.
Oh, hang on, we're just coming through to the final here. Cross the finish line, finish second. Remember, if you like this content, if you want to see more, please do hit subscribe. It means a lot to us. 25 is the next target, small numbers, so yeah, please do click that. Click the bell if you want to be notified of any future races. And thanks for watching. You've had me, Chris, or Dad, and Ollie commentating today. It's been a pleasure.